I wasn't the last one.
Come on now. Tighten up. Lock it in. Don't lift like a maniac. Lock it in. Control. Lock it in. Control. Control the extension. Blow it up. Come on now. Tight. There we go. Here we go. Here we go. Yep. Nice. Here we go again. Come on now. Yep. Drive it. There we go. Good. Come on again. Yep. Drive it out of there. Drive it out of there. Nice. Good.
So I step like that, really sit my back, roll into it, and I'm right there. Okay. So elbows still under the bar. Just get just as tight. Okay. Until the last time.
Like,
probably walk in.
Just gonna slap the shit out of here.
Well, today's not a happy day.
Go. One rep.
Got my boy Pig. He's training for a meet. When's the meet? June
11th.
June 11th. He's been in here fucking busting his ass, training really hard each and every day. And each person in here and each person that watches this YouTube channel, each person that has gravitated towards strength has their own personal story. And each person ends up, you're fighting some sort of resistance. The weights that we battle, that's a type of resistance, but you got the resistance of your inner monologue talking you out of shit every single day. And then on top of that, you have to fight resistance of people all the time. And when Pig came in today, he was fired up and he was gonna lift with a purpose and gonna lift with an intent. And he was excited and pissed at the same time. So, you know, what sometimes is like a driving force behind making you not only better in the gym, but just a better person, period.
Well, I started powerlifting a few years ago. I came back from my first deployment, and I was mentally
in the Air Force. How long have you been in the Air Force for?
Almost 6 years. 3 months left. I had anxiety issues and I had depression. I needed a way to release, and I wasn't, you know, obviously into drugs. I didn't like drinking, so I was like lifting. I got to powerlifting, and that's, you know, kind of saved me really.
It's kind of your drug now, right?
Yeah.
Lifting heavy shit.
Yeah, and I fell in love with it. It's a passion. I do, you know, I sleep, I eat, I train for this. You know, it's not just lifting numbers to say I do it. You know, it's a mental thing. And today's an emotional day for me because it's my father's birthday. I wonder if he's gonna watch this. He's probably not. But the one person I can say I hate,
fuck it if he does,
and,
right?
In my life, like him, he mentally just tore me and my brother apart our whole lives, and he told me because I have tattoos, I'm never gonna be anything. I don't deserve his last name. My grandmother died. He said, the last thing he said was, "I'm gonna piss on your grave, so you just keep your mouth open." So I came back. It was 2015. I went to the funeral. Haven't talked to him, seen him in 4 years since I left, and stuck my hand out, say sorry. He just looked at me and walked away. And completely crushed me. You know, I told him a long time ago, you never know my kids, you won't know my family. He's not gonna put us through the shit that he did for so many years. So,
it's kind of cool because you get a chance to kind of, you know, that sucks, right? And you're, you know, unfortunately, like your fucking dad is connected to you forever, so there's not a ton you can do there. But you can control your own fate, and you can control the fate of the things that happen in your future by making changes now, and that's what you're doing.
Yep.
So you're taking something that's negative, taking something that sucks. You know that that's not right. That doesn't feel good. Seems like your dad's a piece of shit. Seems like he's not a good person. You want to fight that. You want to go the opposite. You do want to be a good person. You have a girlfriend. You want to have kids someday, and you want to be able to bring them up with love and affection and a different, totally different way than what he did.
Yep.
A great quote is from my boy C.T. Fletcher, and I said, C.T. Fletcher was unfortunately abused. Dad beat the shit out of him all the time. Even just hearing his dad's keys would set him into just being terrified because he thought he was going to get another whooping, and he usually did. He'd get hit for walking the wrong way. He'd get hit for wearing his hat the wrong way. He couldn't do anything right, and his whole life he lived in fear. And so I said, hey, like, you know, when you're raising your own kids, and C.T. Fletcher has beautiful children, and a lot of people don't understand what a warm, kind, human being that he is. I wish people knew that side of him. I've got the opportunity to learn that side of him, and it's really neat. But I said, hey, like, are you kind of concerned that you're like maybe coddling your children, maybe giving them too much? And he said, I'd rather have them have ice cream in their stomach than a punch in their eye, you know. And so, to me, that was really, and so that seems like something that you want to probably provide for your kids down the road when you do decide to have.
Yeah. I mean, since I was little, I told myself I'm never gonna be like him. You know, when I do have kids and time to time, I'm gonna do something different. That's what I want to do, you know, and get out of the Air Force, start a career, and it's great. And that's something I think about a lot in the gym. I mean, I love powerlifting, absolute passion, and most, you know, a lot of times just getting fired up because I love the sport. But sometimes I have to go the extra mile, and I have to think about when he said that, and you know, just little things like that. When Mark says, you know, think about that kind of stuff, I think about him screeching down the street, and me and my brother waiting in our rooms, seeing who's gonna get hit first. You know, when he comes upstairs, there's 2 rooms, and one of us gets smacked first, the other has to wait and listen to it, and then it's like not as bad, you know. So, and I clearly can recall him come down the street, slam my driveway because you know I didn't live with him, and that's what I think about. And a lot of times it's hard not to get emotional. I'm an emotional person. I start crying sometimes when people rap me, and I'm like, fuck, like I have to calm down and control it, but it's just such pure emotion, and you know, you need both of it, you know. I think like you drive on, you know, some of your things, your passion drives you.
My brother.
Yeah, exactly.
My brother's quote up on the wall there. You know, my brother, you know, he had a drug addiction. He's also bipolar, so you know, he had a lot of great qualities. He had a lot of loving qualities and stuff, and he had a lot of qualities that are really shitty. And so those were things that even when he was alive, some of the things he did would drive me and get me fired up, kind of the way you're playing on some emotions now, based off of like negative things. I was like, I don't want to be like that motherfucker. I don't like the way he treats me. I don't like the way he does this or that. And so those were driving forces. But he was my brother. He was mentally ill, so at least he has an excuse for acting like a maniac. You know, a lot of people are going to be able to relate to this video, and I really appreciate it. It's hard to talk about, but I think it's important to talk about because there's so many people right now going, yep, that's fucking me. I hate my fucking dad. I hate my mom. I hate that person. Or I hate even just hating certain things about yourself that you want to change.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of things that can get you fired up and get you excited. And I think you guys that are listening to this now, you should draw from that as well. Turn it into a positive. You can make a change. You know, I always tell people I'm successful because I'm a byproduct of perfect parenting. This guy is coming from the opposite side of the tracks. There's no other way to put it. He has it fucking harder than I do. But then he goes and fights for I'm getting goosebumps just talking about it. He goes and fights for our fucking military and defends our country and provides freedom for me that allows me to do this stuff. Fucking amazing. So I really, as much as he might admire me and think big of me, I think 10 times more of him. So thank you guys for watching. Thanks for sharing, man. Appreciate that. Yep. Here we go. Here we go now. Come on. Come on, babe. Come on. Come on, here we go. Go. Come on. Dig in. Come on, give it all you got. Always getting better. Here we go. Always getting stronger. Pull this shit up. Here we go. Yep. Good. Hit hard. That's hard out of the hole.